I know this is going to be a very tough video for you to accept. It was tough for me to even accept it. I've been noticing things in my life over the past, like, say, decade of my life. And I can't explain it. I don't have, an explanation that I could give to you that would be logical and that could be easy to understand, because it's not easy to understand. But I noticed that when I use little money, I make, like, good money. I make more money than if I was going to use a lot of money to invest. Let me explain to you what I mean. Almost in every single situation that I've ever been in my life, okay? Like, if I go to Atlantic City, here's an example. Like, there was one time I went there with $30,000, and I'm playing $100 a number. I'm playing whatever it is, 20, 25 numbers. So that's like 2,000, 2,500 a bet. They're killing me. They're making sure they're putting their best, assassin, that's what I like to call them, dealers, on the table to take me out quick. They want to take me out. They don't want me to win one bet. And then I notice, for some reason, I'll go there with dollar chips. Like, I'll throw $100 on the table, $200 on the table, and they'll give me a stack of, $1 chips, $101 chips, $200 chips. And then I start playing those same exact 20 numbers. Same thing. And I start winning. And you might and you might say to yourself, but it doesn't make sense. If you're playing the same 20 numbers using more money, and then you're playing the same 20 numbers using less money, why do you win with less money? Like I said to you at the beginning of this video, I can't give you a logical explanation. Maybe because the casino feels that it's not a huge payout. Like, in other words, for every $1 you bet, you win $35. So if you have $2 on a number, you're winning $70. So maybe the casino figures, throw the guy $70 on the hit. I see it all the time. You know how many times I'm at a casino and I'm betting $100 chips, $200 chips, and some friggin' guy goes and throws $1 on a number and wins. Now, it could also be because they have a system, again, this is all alleged, where they pay out the people who have the less money on the table. In other words, they want, like, here's an example. So let's say you have like 4 or 5 people at a table. One guy's playing with, say, $1 chips. Another guy's playing with $5 chips. Another guy's playing with $25 chips, right? Another guy's playing with the $100 chips. They want the guy who's playing with the dollar chips to win because it's the less payout. You understand? I can't explain it, but I feel like it's the same exact thing in the stock market. I don't know how. I don't know. There's computers involved. There's systems involved. I really feel they could detect things. I'm not kidding you. Like, sometimes I feel like they know when, like, it's like the dark pools. Like, they'll know when a big order comes in. They'll know when someone's buying 100,000 shares. They'll know when someone's buying 200,000 shares. And, since I've been in this AMC movement, I've been talking to a lot of people. I'm going to make you all laugh. I can't make you all laugh, okay? People who put up very, very small money, they didn't get hurt a lot of time. Even if they bought high, they didn't get hurt because they had small shares. Like, let's say a guy had 10 shares of AMC and, went all the way down. What did he lose, $50 or whatever? He's like, you know what I mean? And then he's like buying on the way down and he's increasing his position. And these guys are in good shape. And then you get a guy like me who puts up $185,000 the first time and then much, much more money as the time goes by, probably well over $200,000. And I'm down a shitload of money. Now, here's the example. Then I start putting up small money with that COSM. I mean, now it's a disaster. But, when it first started coming out, I put out $500 on it. I put $1,000 on it. I made myself $1,500. Now, you want to laugh? I know $1,500 is not a lot of money. Better than losing $200,000, right? So I have this new philosophy with the stock market. Look, I'm holding my AMC. I have no choice. I mean, look, I got my GameStop. Like, that's just stuff that I'm in it for the long term. That's it. But I reconsolidated all my finances. I reconsolidated everything. The majority of my money now is in cash, it's in gold, and it's in real estate. And honestly, moving forward in my life, as the years will go on, as I will make more money, I don't want to disappoint any of you, but I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue increasing my cash position. I'm going to continue increasing my gold position, and I'm going to continue increasing my real estate. That's it. As far as the stock market is concerned, it's going to be around 10%. I'll play the market. Look, listen, I'll play it, but it's going to be a very small percentage of my net worth. I don't trust it. It's very corrupt. And I just feel like, you know what? You want to know what I feel? I feel like if you have $1,000, again, I'm not giving you financial advice. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. You're better off getting into something really quick. That's a cheap stock that maybe has some potential. Jump in it, make yourself $500 and get out. You know what I mean? And if you do that enough times, you'll start making, you want to laugh, you'll start making really big money. You know, because you look at people like Teddy Zane, like here's an example, okay? He went into a penny stock, he went into COSM, he threw, I think it was like 35 grand at first, right? Bought what, 70,000 shares at 50 cents. The guy took a beating. The guy lost a lot of money, okay? So it just goes to show you, it just seems to me it's the same old story with the stock market. It seems somehow like they know. They know when you're buying a big position. They know it. I don't know. I can't explain it. I know you might don't think I'm a psycho. You might don't think I'm nuts. But I just noticed that, like, every time I've ever invested in something in the stock market where I put big money in it, I would get killed. And I'm not saying that you have to put peanuts, but I'm just saying every time I would buy, like, a small position, I would always make money. I'm thinking back on my life. I'm like, every time I bought a small position, I made money. Every time I buy a huge position, I don't make money. And I can't explain it. I don't know if there's something behind it. I don't know if the computers, they can detect it. I don't know. But it's just something about and it's the same thing in the casinos. You buy a big stake and you put $2,000-3,000 a spin, you're gonna get murdered. And you put $100 on a spin, so you're gonna win. And I'm look, again, I'm not giving financial advice. I am certainly not telling you what to do with your money. Don't listen to me. I'm just an entertainer. I'm just a guy on the internet. That's all I do. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only. But it's just something I noticed over the years. Because everybody's got this thing in their head. I got to have a lot of money to be in the stock market. You got to have like 100, 200. I got to tell you something. Even if you had the money, I would have put all that money in the stock market. I would have a lot of that money in safe places like gold. I'd have a lot of that money in cash because cash is king. I buy yourself a nice, beautiful house. You understand? And then, you know what? If you have 10,000 left over, you want to play with the stock market, you do it. That's just, I'm telling you from my years of experience that you could take what I'm saying or you could leave it. But I just feel like the stock market should be your lowest percentage of your net worth. You should have safe investments. You should have secure investments. You should have things that you know are going to have longevity, like a home, like real estate, a reliable car, money for food, money for entertainment. Hey, I mean, listen, you can do whatever you want, but I love to enjoy life. My life honestly is a big party, and I love spending money. I love enjoying myself every day, like the rock star life. That's just what I like to do. That's me. Now, you don't have to be me, but my dream, honestly, you want to know my dream? It's not even the stock market. You want to know what my dream is? I want to travel the whole country, even one day possibly the world. Eat at the best restaurants. I want to have fun. I want to party. I want to enjoy life to the absolute fullest. To me, that's better than being like strongman personal finance, who puts every single penny he's got in an index fund and he's never going to see it for the rest of his life. Now, don't get me wrong. Do my kids have trust funds? Yes. Are my kids set up for the rest of their lives? Yes. So is my house, my cash, my gold going to my children? Everything I own will go to them. So of course you have to take care of your family, and you have to leave a very, very good amount of money for your family. God forbid if you pass away. But the thing is, what is life about anyway? It's about having fun, being with your family, enjoying yourself. And you don't want to give these friggin' stu-nods. I sometimes I thought to myself, I go to a casino, I go to it $30,000, I leave there with no money. And I just said to myself, I just gave these mother effers $30,000 of my money. Same thing with the stock market. I invested all this money. I'm down like a tremendous amount. I'm thinking to myself, all the things I could have did, all the dinners, all the vacations, I could have even got a new car if I wanted. I could have did all these things. Instead, I give it to the stock market, you know? So I just have a different philosophy now. My philosophy is this. Majority of the money in gold, majority of the money in cash. Cash is king. Real estate, you can't go wrong, but you just gotta wait. There might be a market crash. You gotta buy it at the right time. But cash and gold is something you can do right now. Why are you waiting for real estate? And the stock market, yeah, play the game. I think it's great to play these penny stock games. I really do, because you can make a lot of money on them if you get it at the right times. You know what I mean? And I'm more interested in those stocks, to be honest with you, than anything else. But the thing is, like Mo Money Investing said, if you're gonna play that game, don't play it with a lot of money. Play it with $1,000. Play it with $500. And you want to know why? You'll still probably make a lot of money. I told you, I scalped COSM. Like, see, I did better than Teddy Zane with just $500. I put $500 in that thing. I made a $1,500 profit. I scalped it 3 times when Teddy's down 20,000, I think. Okay, so it just goes to show you, putting big money in the stock with thinking that that's the right thing to do is probably not the right thing to do. You know, being small, getting large amount of shares on penny stocks, getting it at the right time, and getting out might be the better play. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. All of my videos are for entertainment purposes only. As far as AMC, GameStop, I'm just holding it. That's it. Look, I'm down a significant amount of money. Nothing I could do except hold and lower my cost average. That's what I'm doing with that. But, if I could turn back time, I would have started with a much, much smaller position with AMC. A much smaller position. A much smaller position. I would have probably threw 5,000 in it. You want me to tell you the truth? When it was like $50. And then I would have waited a long time. I want to see where it would have went. Then when I would see when it went down to 20, maybe I put another 5,000. Then I saw it went down to 10, I would have put another 5,000. Then I saw it went down to 5, I put 20,000. See, I would have played it differently. But you know what? It's hindsight. I did what I did. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it. Now I am super conservative with the stock market. New and improved Apefather. Not a financial advisor. Not an attorney. I don't give legal advice. I don't give financial advice. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only.